Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, I am going to cover Amazon S3, which is Amazon Simple Storage Service. Now what it is, as the name says, right, storage. So of course it is a storage service from AWS. Okay, Amazon S3 is a cloud storage service and it can be used to store objects. Objects are nothing but the files. And we will hear this term again and again. We can store these objects or files in buckets. Consider a normal bucket, right, which we use for our daily purpose. The same type of bucket. Let me start the pen also because I'm going to use it. Okay, same type of buckets, right? So what we will do, we'll have the files or maybe any object you can consider, right? Like I'm going to put few things in the bucket. The things are nothing but the files. Okay, buckets are directories, okay, and should have unique name globally, but don't get confused with this directory word. Those are not actually directories, but I mean we call them as directories. I will see when I will do the demo. That time I will explain. So bucket are directories and should have unique name globally. Okay, so all over AWS accounts, your bucket name should be unique. If somebody has already taken the name what you are going to put for your bucket, will not be allowed. So it should be unique. Store and retrieve any amount of data from anywhere on the web. Okay, maximum object size can be 5 TB. Okay, maximum size of one object can be 5 TB, and but if it is more than 5 GB, then actually it's recommended to use multi-part upload. I will explain what is this multi-part upload, but just to understand, first we are dividing that object into chunks and then we are uploading that chunk one by one. So I mean that is called multi-part upload in a layman language. Multi-part upload feature should be used if the size is more than 5 GB. Yeah, that is what is written, and it provides 11 nines durability. So consider, I mean it is very safe, no need to worry. Pay only for the storage you use with no upfront cost or no long-term contract. So I mean I have this service. If I'm not using it, I'm not paying anything. Tomorrow I will use terabytes of data, doesn't matter, I will just pay for that, and for that amount only, for that duration only, where I'm going to use S3. Pricing is based on the amount of data stored and the data transfer out of S3. Okay, so remember this, if we are transferring that out data to S3, means we have made it available to maybe public, etc., so that user can access your data using the S3 URLs, etc., then we need to pay. And it provides encryption, access controls, etc., integration with IAM, of course, for user permissions, etc. Use cases. So where we can use S3, almost everywhere where we have the object requirement, right? We want to store some object, we can use it. So backup and restore. So since it's 11 nines durability, it is as per documentation, so that's why it's reliable, scalable. So it is a good fit for backup and restore, and for for multiple applications, we can use it as a backup and restore. And if you would have noticed earlier also, I mentioned EBS snapshots are backed up in S3 only. Okay, data archiving. Archive data for at lower cost using S3 Glacier. So we'll see there are different classes provided by S3, and few of them can really be used if you don't want to access your data very frequently. I mean you just want to archive it for a duration. So one of the class is Glacier or Glacier Deep Archive, that can be utilized. I will cover what are those classes available for S3. Big data analytics. Store large data set for processing with AWS services like Amazon, Athena, Redshift. Just ignore it. I am going to cover this. What is this Athena, Redshift, etc. I will cover. Static website hosting. Okay, this is a good one. So we can host our own running static website just using S3. That is doable. So, and I will create a video on that. Application data storage. We can store and serve application data including user generated content, media files, etc. Basically because it's an object storage service, So the application, of course, data can be stored here. That makes sense. Content distribution. Use S3 in conjunction with Amazon CloudFront. CloudFront is the CDN from AWS to distribute content globally with low latency, and we will see it. So I mean, along with the with S3 using Amazon CDN cloud, that is CloudFront, we can distribute the content. I mean, we can do that. That is doable. Okay, and just for a simplicity perspective, I will try to explain what it is. Like I said, first we'll create buckets. Yeah, so this is our bucket, S3 bucket. It should be unique. The name should be unique throughout everywhere. I mean, if you want to create, so for example, my demo, my bucket, of course it won't be taken because of course someone has already taken. It's like you are creating a new Gmail account, and that Gmail address should be unique. Then only you will be sign up with that email address similar to that. Okay, and inside these buckets we are going to put objects. So objects can be anything, your txt file, media file, mp4 file, whatever objects you can think, just files. Okay, now objects will be files. That is understood. Now we know, okay, objects are files. The files will have, each file will have a key. Now key is a identifier. So for example, I have a bucket called, this is my bucket name which I have created, and inside this bucket I am putting this file sample.txt. Okay, so and another example, the same bucket, this is my bucket, and I have created another folder, demo folder, and inside that I have put this file. Okay, now the file, what is the file? Now this key is equal to prefix plus object name. Object name we know, object name is sample2.txt. This is my object name, right? The prefix would be this one, the whatever is there after the bucket name, so that will become your prefix. So prefix plus object name will become the key. Now consider if we have one more folder here. So for example, after demo folder slash demo slash sample.txt, sample2.txt will become the object name, and demo folder slash demo slash will become the prefix. Okay, and the key would be demo folder slash demo slash sample2.txt. Okay, and earlier I mentioned that don't get it confused with directory. So we say it is directory. For example, in our if you use the Windows based system, we have those directories. Similar to that it might look, but these are not directories. Okay, so yeah, and I mean finally these objects will be put inside S3 bucket. That is the whole concept. Okay, let's see the demo. Thank you so much for watching this video.